What's up YouTube? Thank you for watching my first video. My name is Haruki and I'm from Japan. And I decided to make this video because I thought it might be interesting and helpful for people who want to change their life and improve themselves. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be really happy if you can learn something and feel inspired from this video. And also, not many Japanese people share their life and culture in English, so I wanted to be someone who creates this kind of content in English. Alright, let's get straight into it. So first, I was born and raised in Japan, and my family had 3 members: my mother, my father, and me. I grew up in a difficult family. Don't get me wrong, I love my family, and I'm thankful for them. But the reason I say difficult is because my parents often argue. My father was a gambler, and their relationship was not very good. We also live in a small apartment without a car. I wouldn't say we were very poor, but definitely not rich either. In the small apartment, I didn't even have my own room. I shared my tiny space with my mother until I finished university. And when I was 7 years old, I started elementary school. Actually, even since kindergarten, I tend to get bullied for being weak, crying easily, my appearance, wearing glasses, and for being a gamer who loved junk food and chips. I didn't like studying or sports, so my grades were nearly the bottom, around 5th from the last. When I was 11 and 12, I injured my meniscus while hanging out with my friends. I was born with condition called discoid meniscus, which made me more prone to injuries like this. After that, I couldn't walk properly and had to skip PE classes. I also gained weight and developed a fear that I might never be able to walk normally again. In middle school, I was still bullied because I was overweight, wore glasses, and was considered nerdy. In 2012, I bought an iPod Touch 4th generation and started watching YouTube. Inspired by YouTubers, I began posting my own videos from my iPod. Eventually, I got 1,000 subscribers. But I also received a lot of harsh comments like gross, fat nerd, or even go away and die. I want to show you my videos from that time. 僕が賞金レベルとか、いろんなことしてるんで、よかったら見てください。よろしくお願いします。
idaで一言の勇気で願いがかあのメグインに勝ちましたよ
Who is this? That's actually me in middle school. So yeah, I ended up being bullied both in real life and online. As I mentioned, I was an only child and I lost one of my pets who was my only friend and family at the time. Feeling sorry for him, I decided to start studying the thing I hated as a way to push myself and cope. I had an entrance exam for high school and I didn't get into my first choice school, so I enrolled in my second choice school. After entering school, I became the top student in my class and got known as smart guy. Every time we had assessments, I scored almost full marks, 100 points. Everyone admired me and asked me to help them study. This experience really changed me. I used to hate studying, but because everyone praised me, I started to enjoy it and felt proud of myself. I had been bullied before and everyone disliked me, but now everything has changed. I realized I wanted to peaceful and loving family and wanted to be a good father in the future. To get a decent job, I focused on studying for university entrance exams. I devoted 7 to 8 hours every day for 2 years because I didn't consider myself naturally smart, and I studied in that small share room. Through this experience, I learned how to plan, how to make schedules, achieve goals, and the importance of focusing on one thing and putting consistent effort into it. And during this time, I also discovered EDM music, which gave me energy and helped me through life. I started DJing using DJ2 on my iPod mini and even played DJ sets during school lunchtime broadcasts. I didn't get into the university I wanted most, but I got into my second choice university, which was still well-respected private university in Japan. I was curious about AI, so I chose to study electrical and electronic engineering. Finally, I felt free from the hell of studying, so I wanted to enjoy university life and I wanted a girlfriend. Since I had never had one before, I stopped wearing glasses, learned about fashion, and lost weight. I had a crush when I entered university, and she said she was going to join the street dance club. Even though I wasn't interested in dance, I joined the club too. My university was mostly science students, and most of them were nerdy and looked like me. But in the dance club, most people were outgoing, carefree, and the environment was quite relaxed. Fortunately, I got my first girlfriend in class. She was a good girl, but I couldn't really grow to like her, so we ended up breaking up quickly. Here I want to share something about Japanese culture. In Japan, it's common to ask someone, "Will you be my girlfriend?" after about 3 dates before officially becoming a couple. That's why I couldn't develop strong feeling for her. And I was also drawn into the dance club lifestyle, drinking, smoking, girls, and parties, which I had never experienced before because I was a nerd. I started hooking up with girls at the club and online dating apps. At the same time, I focused on self-development, gaining confidence and taking care of my appearance to attract girls. I wasn't bullied anymore and made lots of friends at university and at my part-time job in retail. I didn't study much in university, but I created many great memories, completely different from my middle school life, In Japan, after graduating from university, most people have to choose either to go to graduate school or start working full-time at a company. I didn't really feel motivated to look for a company job, but since COVID happened, I had to do some interviews online. I ended up joining an IT company and became a network engineer without thinking too much. Later, I realized that my company had a bad reputation. It was known for being strict, having long working hours, and issues like harassment. Around the same time, I argued a lot with my family and decided to live alone. My parents also got divorced since I didn't have my own room as a child and my actions were always restricted. Finally, I felt free and wanted to design the life I truly wanted. I started learning cooking, paying attention to food, and improving myself physically. From my previous breakup, I also started boxing. Even though I still haven't completely overcome my dislike of sports and exercise. As I mentioned before, I loved EDM, and this time I began producing EDM on FL Studio using my new MacBook. To learn music and make foreign friends, I started learning English about 3 to 4 years ago. Fortunately, I even dated foreign girls for the first time, which gave me exposure to new cultures and sparked my curiosity about foreign countries, other countries. I also enjoy watching psychology YouTubers to overcome difficulties in life, including mental struggles, relationships, and work. Through them, I discovered a book on mindfulness that had a big impact on me. As I talked to foreigners and learned about other cultures, I realized that not all companies are the same and there are pros and cons everywhere. However, Japanese work culture was really hard for me. Long hours, heavy workloads, extreme respect hierarchies, and lots of stress. I worked in Tokyo and didn't want to ride packed train every morning and night. Seeing everyone exhausted, sleeping on the trains, marching in the same direction. It felt like the energy was really bad. Even though I work hard, feel exhausted, and was stressed every day, I kept going to boxing gym. I failed once. But eventually, I passed and earned a professional boxing license. This achievement still makes me proud and give me confidence. At the same time, I started planning to resign from the company and go abroad, something I'd never done before, and began saving money. And in Japan, people usually stay at the same company for life, and quitting is often difficult because of social pressure. But I decided to do it. この場を借りてご報告させていただきます。一応私は3年というちょっと短い間ではあったんですけども、5月に退職する運びとなりました。Because you only live once. And now I'm talking to you from Australia. I have to admit I used to be a total loser. There are many reasons why I came to Australia, but now I'm challenging myself to get permanent residency as a network engineer, which is what I did before. I'm also going to school here studying telecommunication engineering. This is a big change and a challenge for me because I never used English in daily conversation, school, or work before. Fortunately, I've been surrounded by kind and supportive people, which helped me have a good start in Australia. As I mentioned before, one of my hobbies is DJing and producing music. One of my dreams was to DJ in a foreign country, so I started reaching out to bars and clubs, and thankfully, I got some opportunities to DJ and even make some money. I'm still on my journey to level up and build myself. I'm not only improving the skills I already have, but also learning about wealth, success, mindset, spirituality, and searching for the best version of myself. So that's what I wanted to share in this video. If you have any questions, or if there's something specific you want me to talk about in the future videos, feel free to leave a comment below, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you in the next one.